Hello and welcome to Board Game Bonkers. I'm JCS and today we're going to go through 10 Halloween board game accessories. Now, we all know the usual ways we can decorate our room for Halloween board gaming nights, but how about these 10 accessories we're going to go through? We'll go through some that are great upgrades for your board games, or perhaps you're an RPG game host, or perhaps you're just looking for some more ideas to decorate your home and give that thematic feel on Halloween night. Well, stick around and check out these 10 ideas, and at the end for our number 10, we'll be covering something a little bit different, so be sure to check that out. So let's get to a list, starting with number 1, and that is dice. So let's have a look at these dice. Some of them are cool and give that thematic sense to replace your standard dice in board games. How about these giving a sense of Halloween and perhaps blood death scenes in your board games? How about these eye dice? Perhaps you want something a little bit different that certainly pops out and gives that Halloween feel. If that's not your taste, how about these skull dice instead? They certainly will have a bit of a difference than your usual pips on a 6-sided die. If that doesn't take your fancy and perhaps you're looking for just something to store your dice in or something a little bit different, how about this Coffin dice holder? Now it certainly pops out and certainly get a few heads turning as well. Now, if that doesn't take your fancy, let's move on to number 2, and perhaps you're looking to upgrade those board game pieces, those meeples, perhaps standees. We'll check out these minis. How about this really scary looking ghoul? Well, it looks more like something that's come out of Cthulhu horror. If that doesn't take your fancy, how about these fancy killer minis? The different types. Now, I will leave all the links in the descriptions down below, so please don't forget that. You'll be able to get these exactly as you like, and you can get them in different countries as well, so please don't worry about them just being available in the UK. You can get these worldwide. Now, if that mini doesn't take your fancy, how about some standees? Now, you can decorate these around your home as well. They look really cool indeed, and certainly better than using meeples. These certainly stand out and will give that thematic Halloween feel. Now, if minis is not what you're looking for, perhaps you just want to decorate your home. Well, how about these ornaments? We've taken our top picks, so check them out. Now, after you spent that time decorating your home, how about you want your guests to have a drink? Well, how about a pot of tea? This teapot and cup set certainly stands out and gives that thematic sense. You're in Halloween. Now, if you don't want to spend all that money on that teapot set, how about just a single mug instead? Now, yes, this definitely stands out, a bright orange, but I like what it says, stirring up a bit of trouble. And perhaps you can have your own unique Halloween brew inside. Now, if guests don't want a hot drink, perhaps they want a cold drink. How about these glass tumblers? Well, that's certainly give a few different feels when I pick that up. Now, if you're looking for somewhere to store your wine, perhaps you're a loved wine drinker, well, look no further than this wine coffin holder. It certainly will get a few heads turning looking at this, and you can put all different types of wine in there. It stores around 7, I believe. Oh, 6 rather, and a couple of glasses. So check that out. But if you're looking for something a little bit more elegant, a little bit more esque and fantasy-like, well, how about this dragon drink holder? It looks cool indeed, and you can have this placed anywhere in your kitchen or perhaps on a bookcase. Now, if guests come with bottles, perhaps you need someone to open that bottle. Well, why not use something other than a standard bottle opener? How about the skull bottle opener? certainly will have a few different facial expressions when you hand this out to your guests. Now, you need somewhere to obviously put your drinks down, don't you? So let's move on to our number 5, and that is coasters. Now, you can get different types of coasters, but how about these fun-loving coasters? If that doesn't take your fancy, you have different types, such as these pumpkin wooden coasters as well. And certainly will give a more thematic sense to your board gaming night by having just, rather than standard coasters, something's a little bit more thematic. Of course, you can get different types. These are just some examples, so shop around and see what you like instead. Now, if you're looking for more decoration ideas, let's move on to number 6, and that is cushions. Now, your guests are sitting down on your sofa. Yeah, sure, we've got standard cushions, but you want something a little bit more thematic. Well, check out these Halloween cushions instead. You get different types, different kinds. Shop around and see what you fancy. Now, after your long board gaming night, but you're feeling a bit tired, you want to go to bed, why don't you continue that Halloween feel and have some Halloween bedding? Yes, you get different types, and these Halloween beddings look cool indeed, and will continue that thematic feel as you go to bed. And if that doesn't take your fancy, well, how about when you wake up the next morning? Let's move on to number 8. It's raining outside, or perhaps it isn't great weather. Well, how about some Halloween boots? If that doesn't take your fancy, you want something more traditional, such as Halloween wellies, why don't you get these see-through Halloween wellies, these clear ones, when you can change your socks to continue that Halloween feel, or perhaps when it's Christmas time, you can put some Christmas socks on instead, and might be something I'll consider getting my kids. They look cool and funky as well. But you also need something to keep your hair and head dry, don't you? Well, how about a Halloween brolly? This Starry Night one looks really cool indeed, and you can use this really in any time of the year. Obviously not summer, that'll look a bit weird. Or how about this Halloween one if you want to continue that Halloween theme outside? Now, if that doesn't take your fancy, and perhaps you're not looking for anything outside Halloween-wise, you want to continue the theme inside. Now, what about plush toys? On number 9, there's lots of different types of plush toys you can get. Now, you can also get your own usual toys you want, but you want to spice it up a bit, check out some Halloween ones. These ones look really cool and cute, and there's a couple look a little bit scary as well. Well, it depends what type of theme you want to have around your home, but it's certainly worth considering. Really cute ones look pretty awesome, perhaps will be better suited in a kid's bedroom. Now, we're going to finish off with number 10, and that is our 10 Halloween board games. These are our picks and what we feel you will enjoy, and we've made sure we've picked ones for not only just adults, but children and families as well. So see what you think of these. And that brings us to the end. We hope you've enjoyed this. This is a short, fun video on Halloween accessories and decorations that you can have around your home. We hope you've picked up some great ideas here, and we put all the links in the description down below so you can actually get a hold of each of these products. And please keep in mind, you can actually get them in other countries as well. So these links are for the UK, but if you're not inside the UK, then you will be able to get those items outside as well. So keep that in mind. And please, before we finish off, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so for more content like this, and give the video a like if you really enjoyed this. And let us know in the comments down below, have you got any suggestions and any accessories that we've missed? Perhaps you want to be picking your best. What is your best pick? What would you recommend that others use as an accessory or perhaps a decoration to give that thematic additional feel for the Halloween board gaming night? We hope you've enjoyed this, and until next time, take care.